What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with some more of our most recent Ikoria sealed event. Obviously, as you can see, this one has not been going super well. We are currently at 1 and 2, although I would argue that I thought that this deck was pretty good. We were running a pretty consistent theme with 2 on-color, on-theme mythics, and a bunch of good cards that went with that theme as well, but yeah, we'll see. We're playing against Cold Sun. Okay, well, we don't have red, but we have a 2-mana Serval and a Keep Safe. And then when we get the red, we have Yadrox, or Vadrox. I always say Yadrox. God, I say. Notably, we won't be able to mutate, because mutate needs double red, so there's very little chance we'll have that. Do you want a mulligan or keep?
I want to mulligan, but I think we should keep.
Okay. Let's try it. We'll have a 1/4 pretty early, so unless they kill it... Oh, they said hello. Well, hello to you too, Cold Sun. Is that like my Cold Sun? Or Agent Cold Sun? Cold Sun?
I thought it was like cold, son.
Hey, look. We drew a red source. I guess we go to combat. This thing has vigilance, after all. Okay. And we keep safe and Divine Arrow. And next turn we can have Vadrox. Or, yeah, we can have Vadrox. That's pretty good. They're the same 3 colors we are, actually. Which is pretty interesting. So we notably cannot mutate this. So let's go to combat first. They let it through. This does have 4 toughness, and so if they're doing something similar to us, they might not have the ability to deal 4 damage, although they might have the ability to deal 3. Oh, no, they did not, because they immediately passed the turn, or it immediately passed the turn to them once we played this, so they didn't have any responses at that point. Now they're looking at it, either to see what it does or to try and kill it, and we don't have up Keep Safe, which is unfortunate. Yep. It's dead. No surprise there. And we drew the other red source.
Red.
Yeah, that's fine. This deals damage equal to the number of instants and sorceries in our graveyard, I think. Yeah. And we don't have any. We have just this.
Cool.
Yep. This 1/4, 17 turn clock, I guess.
At least we have the keep safe now that
Yes.
we can use on our 1/4.
Yep, and the Divine Arrow. If they play a hasty creature, there are haste creatures in red, but there's a 5/4 Cloud Piercer, which will die to Divine Arrow, so there's that. That's cool.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should play just this one card.
Just the main serval?
And we'll just protect it and counter everything.
That sounds great.
And we'll see how far we get.
Yeah. They called our bluff and blocked 1 damage, and we killed their 5/4 instead. Who made out better, I ask you? Alright, they have 2 of each color. They very well could have the, they have a 3/6 with either flying or hexproof. Hexproof. Okay, so we can't tap it with this. Pass to attackers. Actually, we can't burn it with this either. Do we cycle this? No. We hold it. Oh, good. A land. Guess we pass. I mean, we can block them all day just as much as they can block us all day right now. So... But now we sit here and wait for someone to have an impactful play of some kind. The Dreamtail Heron is mutating onto it, so they get to draw a card, and now it has flying and hexproof. Isn't it? Nothing we can do about it. It's got hexproof.
Well, it's a good thing we have this cat.
Yeah,
because
that can not block flying.
Cats are great.
yeah, they're going to deal as much damage right now to us as we've dealt to them the whole game.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's that. Yeah, this gremlin could get us there. Well, no, we're at 19, but we were at 22. They dealt 3 damage, we dealt 3 damage. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't realize we were at 22.
Yeah. We gained life from the Swiftwater Cliffs and the Tranquil Cove. We sure do have
more life now from it.
Can
we trade them in?
Yeah, right. We do have a lot of blue sources, that's for sure. Ah, another flying creature that they're mutating onto it. So it gets a +1/+1 counter, and they draw a card. Cool. And it has hexproof.
And it's a 4/7.
Correct.
How comfy.
Okay. Nothing we can do about that either. We're in a race, and we are very much going to lose it. I assure you. Uh-oh. Don't put more things on it. It doesn't need it. Ah. Yorian, Sky Nomad. When it enters, they can exile their creature and then return it, which I'm sure they won't do. But they could. That seems silly. But they could do it. Whoa, really? Interesting. Okay, so they're going to return them all, and now they're all separated. Okay, and they give that one hexproof again.
So they're just kind of going wide now, I guess.
Makes a fair bit of sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's, I guess, at the end of their turn, we tap their 2 biggest creatures. Because we have mana, so we might as well. Okay, we have a Farfinder that can go get us a land. Isn't that super great and helpful? 1 damage to each opponent for 1 mana. So... And this will deal 2 damage, which is not enough to kill anything, so we might as well do this. We can get a white, take the action. There it is. And play it. And then pass, I guess. We have up Keep Safe and Blitz of the Thunder Raptor and the ability on Blister Spit Gremlin. So Dreamtail Heron again on that, so they draw a card, and it now has flying as well. Every creature on their field is a flyer. That resolves, because I can't do anything about that either. Totally equivalent power level on board, don't worry. Yeah, we take 5 and go to 10. And are on board dead next turn. I guess before my turn we use this, because we got nothing else going on. Okay. Ah, good.
And still don't.
A land. Just what we needed. Pass, I guess. We lose. Flying decks are good, I've heard.
No.
No? Blue-white flyers with a little bit of red in there for a thing that, well, for removal. They're drawing cards. That's fine. I mean, it's not, but there's nothing I can do about it, so it's fine.
I mean, it's fine because we're dying anyway.
Yeah, we were dead like 6 turns ago. Like, as soon as this mutated like 3 times, we were very dead. Okay. Well, guess what? Wasn't that a fun deck that we played with our mythics in it?
That we basically didn't get to use.
Okay. So, yeah, that sealed deck is donezo. That, I had assumed we would have done a lot better than that.
Yeah, me too.
I will say, from my experience playing these cards... Oh, we had Luris, too? I totally forgot about that.
We never saw him.
My experience, this card is bad. Like, it's a 3-mana 3/3 flying first strike. It will die every time. And has. I feel like every time I've ever played it, it just gets killed. I just don't think it's that good of a card. And Narset has very underperformed for us both times that we've had it in sealeds. And obviously Yadaro will be super difficult to get out, although we did do it once or twice, but it was the turn that we were dying when we passed. So there's really nothing we can do about that. That is somewhat unfortunate. Again, 3 packs, 400 gems. Now, as you can see, signups for the sealed Ikoria events at the time that we're playing, obviously this will be out well after this has occurred, but signups for the sealed do end in 34 hours. So we're going to do probably one last one of these, unless this goes very quickly. We'll do one last one of these and see how we do. We got Dorat, the Perfect Pet, the Fairy Dragon cosmetic for the Sprite Dragon.
Not into it.
Okay. Are you into opening these packs to see what cool stuff we get?
Definitely.
Fingers crossed. Good stuff. Well, we have 2 companions, a Mechagodzilla, and some other things. Okay, interesting. So we have Gigantha the Wellspring. No card in our starting deck, if this is our companion, no card in our starting deck is allowed to have more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost.
Ugh.
So notably, we would not be able to play Kahira, Slitherwisp, or Hunted Nightmare.
Okay.
If it was our companion.
Right.
If it's not our companion, it is still a 5 mana 5/5 in either red, green, or both.
That's still pretty decent.
It is. And then you can tap it to add Wooburg, one of each. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs.
Okay.
So it can only be used to pay colored mana. Obviously, we've played with Kahira before to very great effect, I might add. And so if Kahira is our companion, each creature card in our starting deck has to be a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. Notably, in our rares and mythics here, and by that I mean only rares, this is a giant, so this one we would not be able to play. And this is a very good card. But I think I'd be okay with that because Nightmare and Elemental, Nightmare and Elemental. So technically every other creature here would meet the criteria of Kahira.
Yeah. But we need to play blue. We need to play black.
And green. That's the exact deck we had the last time we played Kahira.
Okay.
And it would allow us to play this, and this. Yeah. And not Mechagodzilla and not Song of Creation, although I'm not a big fan of Song of Creation as a card. The art, I think, is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Shout-outs to Noah Bradley
Definitely.
for it. So good. So maybe that's what we do?
Okay. I'm open to that.
Okay. What I'll say is we might not play this. It's just okay. It's blue, black, black for a 3/2 elemental nightmare with flash. Whenever you cast another spell that has flash, you draw a card and each opponent loses 1 life. So there are like some flash synergies in blue and black, so we can look at like our other blue black cards to see.
Okay.
But otherwise, just doing a Kahira deck does not seem like a terrible idea. Again, because it worked out, like we said, pretty damn well the last time.
Yeah.
The only real loss is not being able to play this, because this card's great.
Right.
I like this a lot. But let's check it out. We can go back and check out the other colors as well. In fact, let's do that now. Whoops. Let's check out white-red. Wow, we have 4 Gopher Bloods. That's not even that good of a card. Although if we're playing in the cycling deck, then we probably would love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing in our... I mean, Pacifism is good, and we have 2 of those, so that seems nice.
Yeah.
Double Vulpikeet.
Arrow.
Yeah, single Divine Arrow is good. Double Vulpikeet is nice. Double Day Squad Marshal is good. Double Vantasaur is okay. It's got cycling, so like drawing 1 early and cycling it and then drawing 1 later and actually being able to play it seems kind of like a nice idea. In red, a single Fire Prophecy is nice. Again, quad Gopher Blood feels awful. Spell Eater Wolverine is whatever, because there's not a lot of spells being thrown around. Momentum Rumbler is great.
Yeah.
Love Momentum Rumbler. Rooting Moloch is fine. Again, wants to be in a cycling deck. And Lava Serpent is a Lava Serpent. It's a fine card. If we were in the cycling deck, Zenith Flare would be good as well. And then there's the white-black card that we would not be playing in our Kahira deck either. Channeled Force, which is fine, I guess. And that's it. So yeah, I don't feel bad about not playing these 2 colors.
Okay.
Now let's look at these 3 colors. So first of all, Glimmer Bell, very good mutate target, which is what this deck is likely going to be. Polywog Symbiote. I don't know that we've played with this card yet.
No, I don't remember seeing this one.
So this is the one that's typically Baby Godzilla, if you've seen Baby Godzilla get played.
Okay.
1 and a blue for a 1/3 frog. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate.
Okay.
And whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card.
Okay.
Now, notably, that second part of draw, then discard is not a may. So if you have no cards in your hand, and you cast, or you have 1 card in your hand and it has mutate, and you cast it while Polywog Symbiote's on the field, you will take the top card of your library and put it in your graveyard.
Right. Yeah.
Essentially. But that may be worth it to mutate. It's really up to you at that point.
Yeah.
Startling Development is I don't love it. Of One Mind is great.
Yeah.
And we should definitely play it, I think. Crustacean, sorry, Amy.
No.
It does have Flash. Notably, we were talking about things that had Flash.
And Snailized.
Gust of Wind. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Draw a card.
Okay.
2 Frostvale Ambushes.
Okay.
And again, with cycling,
About
we can
that.
absolutely play both. Wingfold Terran. Don't worry, we didn't just lose to
good.
this card at all. So there's that.
Yeah.
Which could enter with flying or hexproof. Again, especially in this deck, we would probably do exactly what our opponent just did. We would just give it hexproof and then just mutate onto it as many times as possible. Make it huge and unable to be dealt with any type of spells or abilities. Because they can't target it, thanks to hexproof. We have 2 Whisper Squads. Too bad you're not getting in. And this is a dinosaur, so it can go in. We probably should have discussed that.
Yeah, we probably should have put Kahira in first, so it could kind of like help us dictate what else goes in.
Sure. Well, notably, Polywog Symbiote cannot go in then.
Oh.
It's a frog.
Oh.
But Glimmerbell's an elemental, so it can.
So Baby Godzilla is a frog? That don't make sense.
According to that card, yes. Yes, we will set it as our companion. Okay. Gigantha can go in. We talked about that.
Are we doing that thing?
What?
The Boneyard Lurker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a nightmare and a beast, so it can fit. Plus, it has mutate. It's black and green, which are 2 of our 3 colors anyway. And it says, whenever this creature mutates, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay.
Which is very good.
Yeah.
Notably, we do have this crystal, which makes black or green. It also makes white, but for us, it makes black or green.
Yeah.
So it does make 2.
Kahira uses white.
Correct. And Kahira uses white. Otherwise, these don't help us as much.
Yeah. Don't forget about the Slither Swift.
Yeah, I'll think. Like I said, we can think about it because if we have stuff that has Flash, we'll note it. That gets in.
Slither Wisp.
What did I say?
I said
Oh.
Slither Swip. Swip.
All right, so we'll put in Gust of Wind. We'll put in both Frostvale Ambushes and the Terran. Obviously, Boot Nipper gets in. Boot Nipper's worked fantastically for us. Heartless Act gets in. Unlikely Aid does not. It's unlikely that this card gets in.
That one.
Hunted Nightmare is very good. So here's the issue with it, right? It is a 3-mana 4/5 with Menace.
Which is great.
Which is incredible. The problem or the downside, because you typically when you see cards like this, you'll say, what's the downside to that card? The downside to this card is when it enters, target opponent puts a death touch counter on a creature they control. And it's their choice. So typically what you would do here is you would wait for them to decide which creature gets the death touch counter, and then you'd kill it.
Yeah.
But Hunted Nightmare is very good. Double Chittering Harvester is also fantastic.
Yeah.
Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Now, the issue here is it costs 5 mana to mutate, and it doesn't have cycling. So this could... It has the potential to sit in our hand for a while, unfortunately. But that's fine. We will take both of them. We will definitely take an Adventurous Impulse.
Okay.
Interesting. We're a little low.
Plummet.
I hate...
I don't mean that,
I know.
but I will always say it.
I know, that's fine.
Because I love Plummet.
So we can use this as a 2-mana sorcery to return a non-human creature card from our graveyard to our hand. It also says we could return a human, but we don't have any in the deck because we can't because of Kahira.
Yeah.
We could also do Lead the Stampede. Look at the top 5 cards of our library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them and put the revealed cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order.
Okay.
That's not bad, I would say. I think the Slitherwisp gets in just because it's a 3-mana 3/2 with Flash.
Yeah. What about the Startling Development? What does that one do again? I remember that being somewhat useful in the past.
It can make something have base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn for 2 mana, or you cycle it for 1. Okay. I don't love it. I think your Goriak friend can get in.
I love him.
I know you do. So those two get in. I guess we have to put in Sudden Spinnerets. It puts a reach counter on it, and it untaps it, so that's a pretty good kind of gotcha combat trick.
Okay.
Plus, we're struggling a bit for cards here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we're grasping for straws at this point.
Yeah, which is fine. We need 4 more includes. Corpse Churn puts the top 3 cards of our library into our graveyard. Then we may return a creature from our graveyard to our hand. I don't love that. I won't lie. I guess we can put Necropanther in. It didn't work out well for us last time.
No.
But the mutate of 2 black can be paid even if we don't have the white.
Yeah.
And we technically, if we put in the
white.
Well, no. If we put in the crystal, that's the only way we have white.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put in the crystal. We'll put in the Necropanther. They have a plains in the deck. We'll take that out. But now we have 16 lands, so we'll have to put in another land somewhere. But let's figure out our last 3 cards first. Okay. So maybe we do Dark Bargain. 1 Dark Bargain. We'll try it. We said we didn't love it from jump, but I don't know that we ever played it. So let's give it a try. It allows us to look at the top 3 cards of our library, put 2 into our hand, and the other 1 into our graveyard, and Dark Bargain deals 2 damage to us for that. But it's at instant speed. It can be at the end of their turn. So we can do that. We can take 1 Unlikely Aid, +2/+0 and Indestructible.
Okay.
So we'll just save our creature somehow, and we'll put a Startling Development with a cycling cost if it's not as useful for us in as well. And that's the deck.
I'm okay with these things.
Okay. Now my question to you is, what is our box art? Is it just Kahira again?
Song of Creation.
Oh, okay. Song of Creation is our box art. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you ready to try this thing?
I gotta keep the tradition of using a card that we're not playing.
That we're not actually playing in the deck? Yeah, that's fair.
And that one's just by far the most beautiful art. So why wouldn't I pick that?
Ooh, I haven't seen this Tameo avatar yet. It's pretty nice.
Crow.
The Crow. All right, well, we've got black, green, green. So we can't play this or this, but we can play the 2/4 and a Heartless Act. And if we draw a single blue, then we can play this to draw 2 cards. And we need a black and a blue to play this.
All right, keep.
Oh, and obviously Kahira we can play.
Yeah.
Because double green. They mulliganed to 6. They said hello. We drew the blue, so that's nice. Yeah, I guess there's nothing we can do early, so we'll just do that. But now we have 1 of the blues for of One Mind, so that's nice. They are at least 2 of the colors that we are. They will cycle, destroying an artifact or an enchantment. We have Necropanther. I guess we play this, and then next turn we probably do Goriak then Kahira, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, especially against that. It's a pretty good blocker for this. I mean, vice versa as well, but that's fine. Alright, so they are Obzon. I mean, yes? Yeah, I'll block. If they've got a removal spell, I'd rather they use it now. They sure do. That's fine. That's just fine. We drew another one, so there you go. Let's play the black. I would absolutely trade off against the Deadeye here, if that's what they offered. Do it again? Do they have another one? Probably. Again, I'd rather they use them now. That's fine. That's just fine. Haha, okay. Interesting. Our only removal spell would destroy something with no counters on it. We also can't play this yet. We can play Kahira. The problem is they've got a lot of strong creatures on their side. We don't have double black, which we need for this, and this, and this, which feels really bad. I guess if we do this, we could draw the second black. That's an option. We did not do that at all. That is unfortunate. Well, I guess we pass then. No land at all there is surprising to me. I guess that's a misplay, because now we take 10. Sure. Get rid of our Heartless Act. It's our only removal spell. Yep. No surprise there. But we take 10 damage here, and they know they're safe to do it. Cool. Yeah, yikes indeed. Alright. Well, we at least drew that, I guess, to make them sack one of their 3 really good creatures.
We can't play it, though.
Well, once we get a creature on the field that it can mutate onto, we can. But yeah, the only thing that we can play is Kahira. The only creature we can play right now. And obviously they know we have Unlikely Aid, but we still have to do it. So there's that. Pass, I guess. There's only one. It's exiled, so we can't even save it with Unlikely Aid. We lose this game, folks. Alright, time to concede.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's 10 damage. We lose. They had all the answers again. Not a problem. Let's try one more in this video.
I do want to say that avatar of Tamio was pretty badass.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was cool.
Yeah. Because I've seen art of Tamio where she looked very...
Sorry, go on.
Where she looked very, I don't know, kind of cute.
Okay.
And there she looked really badass. Right?
Yeah, that's fair. So, notably, I realized our problem.
Ah.
Look at our lands.
Oh, we never fixed them.
We never put another land in, and in fact, we put an extra card in that should have been a land. So, we need to take out something. But what do we take out? What did we kind of put in towards the end as like, whatever? The Starling development, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the Manticore.
The Manticore?
Yeah.
The Necropanther, you mean?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
It looks like a Manticore.
That's
why
fair.
I say that. Because then we don't have to worry about having the white for it.
Yeah.
Because the only way we can have it is the crystal. And that's a little bit too dependent on just the one thing there.
Well, the Necropanther, technically, we can mutate, like I said, with 2 black, technically.
Yeah.
But the last time we tried to do that, it didn't work out for us either, and we should have learned. So, and by that, I mean I should have learned. It's not your fault. But, so yeah, let's see. Let's count up some pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 blue, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green.
Okay, so 8, 8, 10 for the...
Yeah, black is the most, but it's still going to be tied with
see.
forests that we have.
Yeah.
Plus, the crystal makes green and black as well.
Right. Okay.
So that's how we're going to have to split that up. But
So you don't want to put one more island then?
no.
Because the crystal doesn't make it.
No, because then we would have the same number of blue sources as green sources, and we don't need that. I'd rather have the same of green and black, the two highest concentrations. Like I said, let's try one more in this one, and then we will see if we'll see how we do, and we will probably end it there for this particular video. Obviously, stay tuned for more. We're facing Eerie.
That picture is pretty eerie. Like black smoke billowing off of the spear. Oh.
Great. We can't even play Kahira with this hand, because we only have triple blue.
Mulligan.
You asked if we wanted those extra islands, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Dumbly.
This is better, and we can ditch the crystal.
Okay.
Oh, but it has cycling, so maybe we ditch the gust of wind. Yeah, because these both have cycling.
Yeah.
So we'll ditch the gust of wind to the bottom. We need one more forest for Kahira. This is cycling 2. This is cycling 1. Let's do this, and then pass, and we'll cycle this after we see what they do. They play a red, and we cycle. God
Wow.
damn it. And then another cycling
crap.
one. That sucks. Actually, we can cycle both of these.
Good. Good, because we're gonna. Because they suck.
Oh my god. Well, at least cycle this one first, just to see. Glimmerbell is probably okay.
Yeah.
We can probably keep this in our hand, so we'll pass. We drew the Goriak, too.
Huh.
Well, we didn't draw the mana that we need for Kahira.
No.
But let's play the Moss Coat. It represents more damage than the 1 damage on Glimmerbell.
Yeah.
They'll cycle Raking Claws, which gives something double strike until end of turn for 2 mana. Okay. Sure. And in a cycling deck, they have Farfinder, a 1/1 Vigilance, versus our 2/4 Vigilance. They get a land, reveal it, put it into their hand. It's a forest. Okay. We drew the forest.
Yeah.
So we can have Kahira now, I guess. Let's attack first. I doubt they block. Very good. Sure. Oh, well, I'm an idiot.
What?
Oops. Because I attacked for 2. I could have attacked for 3.
Oh.
Dumb. I'm dumb. It's okay. Kahira's probably dead. No? I assumed Kahira was dead there. They're just looking at our stuff.
We should ask them if they need help. But they'll tell us that they're just...
Ah! Creatures they control with Vigilance have 1 tap target creature. They have a creature with Vigilance right here. And this creature has Vigilance as well. Alright. Dark Bargain is a thing, but Frostveil Ambush is also a thing. So
is Glimmerbell.
Glimmerbell is also a thing, yes.
It will glimmer and it will ring like a bell.
Let's tap both of these down now and swing in for 6. That seems okay, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't cycle that thing away. That's for sure. Yeah, think of this card this way. For 4 mana, we draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
We draw the best 2 out of 3 cards, in
Yeah,
fact.
but we lose 2 life.
Oh, no. That's totally worth it, trust me. Especially when we're at 20. It seems okay.
Yeah,
for
when
now.
we're at 20, but...
Wow.
We're not always at 20.
That's fair. It's unfortunate, too. All right, their creature fights Kahira. Can't do anything about that. That happens.
Stinky.
I mean, they're still playing this card, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. But we're playing cards, too.
Zerda the Dawnwaker. Abilities, they activate that aren't mana abilities, cost 2 less to activate. Okay, so they didn't use it as their companion. Okay, so we'll play this land. Let's Dark Bargain first, because then we can get 2 more cards. Cool. Okay, so we'll take this one and this one, but we can mutate for 5, which we're not even close to right now. We can play the Glimmerbell, I guess.
That's a good after our mutation.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really nice. Make them sack a creature. They'll sack this, of course, but... Does this have Vigilance? It does not. Okay. So, the ability that this thing has that reduces activated ability costs doesn't reduce these because it can't reduce them less than 1. So, okay, a 5/5 haster. I have no blocks for that. That's fine. We drew another Goriak.
Oh, I didn't realize we had 2 of them.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can mutate this and cycle this. So let's mutate this onto the Glimmerbell. Over it, please. Perfect. They have to sack a creature. No surprise there. Then we attack for 4 in the air.
Nice.
And then if we have to untap it to block, we can do that because we have the 2 mana. And if we don't, then we cycle the crystal.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right? Seems like an okay plan. Cat doesn't like it when I click on it. Too bad. Okay. Yeah, this is... Okay, Essence Symbiote is just fine. Thing makes a very weird noise. They're going to mutate onto it with Necropanther. So they can return a creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from their graveyard to the battlefield, which is Farfinder. So they'll get another land. Oh, and a +1/+1 counter, and they gain 2 life. That's fine. Yeah, this Chittering Harvester is the perfect blocker for anything. It will also kill, well, it won't kill the Lava Serpent or this thing, the Frondland Felidar, but...
That sucks.
Sorry. Well, I guess we can do it. They have only 1 red, right? So we just untap it, then go to blocks. Yeah, they didn't... I don't think they knew it had the ability. Oh, they're going to tap it again. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Do we take 5 here? No, we block. We drew a land. What a surprise. Let's go to combat and attack.
We need all those items, Joe.
Well, actually we do, because it will mean more chances to untap this thing.
Good.
Sure. That would leave 1, 2 activations of it? Sure. They will pacify it. Okay. Nothing we can do about that. It's a good use of pacifism.
But we have this crystal that's great.
I mean, we can cycle it.
Yeah.
Wow. 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. And they tap our only blocker, so we lose.
Hey.
Cool!
That was rude.
Yeah, well. It's literally wins them the game. I think it's that rude.
No, but would we still have won, or would we have not lost if we were able to block
There
with
is...
Ikoria?
Yeah, we would have lived.
Okay.
We would have blocked the 5 damage, and... You know, because I think we were only at like -3 when we lost there, so we would have gone to 2.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, that is going to be the end of this video. As I said, we're now 0-2 with this deck, so tune in next time to see if this goes off like a wet fart or if we actually rally and win some games next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. Please let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think the deck is bad and we're like forcing it because we have Kahira? Or do you think it was bad beats? Because I think it's probably the first, that we're just forcing Kahira and it's not great. But that's fine. We have done very well in these sealed events.
In the past.
Yeah, well, yes, thank you. So, you know, doing not so hot right now is not the worst thing in the world. I don't mind it as much. We've still been having a ton of fun. And honestly, I mean, this thing says until May 21st, each entry includes a Godzilla series monster card style. So I don't think, like, even though this is going away, quote unquote, soon, I don't think that that means that this is gone. It may just be, you know, going away and replaced with something else, and then it'll come back. Who knows? But regardless, that is totally fine. For now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
Please feel free to do all that fun YouTube stuff. We really do appreciate all the support. Liking the video, subscribing, commenting, ringing bells, checking out our other channels and series, etc. It does help us out immensely.
Yeah.
So, as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.